What if I told you some of the biggest stars in Hollywood are fighting battles far more terrifying than any movie script? Behind the red carpets, million-dollar smiles, and glamorous lifestyles, shocking health struggles are quietly changing lives. From legendary actors to global music icons, some are battling diseases that could end careers or worse. And trust me, a few names on this list will leave you saying, "Wait, what?" Stay until the end, because these stories get more unbelievable with every reveal. Number 1. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman always seemed untouchable. With his calm presence, powerful voice, and wise on-screen persona, he looked like a man who had life completely figured out. But behind that composed image lies a painful reality few fans ever knew. In 2008, Freeman was involved in a serious car accident that left him with severe nerve damage in his left hand. The injury later contributed to his battle with fibromyalgia, a chronic condition that causes ongoing pain, stiffness, and discomfort throughout the body. For Freeman, the pain never completely goes away. He often wears a compression glove to help manage the condition, especially in his damaged hand and arm. Imagine spending your days narrating documentaries, filming movies, and attending events while your body constantly reminds you that something is wrong. It's like having an unwanted co-star who refuses to leave the set. Yet despite the daily struggle, Freeman has refused to let the disease define him. He continues acting, inspiring audiences, and carrying himself with remarkable strength. While millions recognize his unforgettable voice, few realize the silent battle happening behind it. His story proves that sometimes the strongest people are the ones fighting battles nobody can see. Number 2. Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas spent decades portraying powerful men who could handle almost any crisis. From Wall Street tycoons to action heroes, he always looked confident, fearless, and in control. But in 2010, the Oscar-winning actor found himself facing an enemy far more terrifying than anything Hollywood could create: throat cancer. The diagnosis turned his world upside down. Suddenly, the actor, known for his commanding voice and larger-than-life presence, was fighting a disease that threatened one of his greatest assets, his ability to speak and communicate. The treatments were brutal, including intensive chemotherapy and radiation, leaving him exhausted, physically weakened, and uncertain about what the future might hold. For a man who built a career in front of cameras, it was a battle that couldn't be solved with a clever script or a dramatic movie ending. Fortunately, Douglas refused to give up. Through months of treatment and recovery, he continued fighting with remarkable determination. Eventually, he was declared cancer-free, inspiring millions with his resilience and courage. His journey became a powerful reminder that even the biggest stars can face life-changing health struggles. And while Michael Douglas has played plenty of tough characters throughout his career, none of them had to stare down cancer in real life. That's one role nobody auditions for, but somehow he managed to survive it and come back stronger than ever. Number 3. Selena Gomez. For millions of fans, Selena Gomez seemed to have it all: global fame, chart-topping hits, and a career most people can only dream about. But behind the red carpets and social media photos, she was fighting a life-changing illness that threatened far more than her career. Selena was diagnosed with lupus, a serious autoimmune disease that causes the body's immune system to mistakenly attack its own healthy tissues and organs. As the disease progressed, the damage became so severe that her kidneys began to fail. In 2017, Selena underwent a life-saving kidney transplant, receiving an organ donated by her close friend, Francia Raisa. It was a frightening moment that forced the singer to step away from the spotlight and focus on survival. Suddenly, awards, concerts, and fame didn't matter nearly as much as getting through another day healthy. But the challenges didn't stop there. Selena has also spoken openly about her struggles with anxiety, depression, and the emotional toll of living with a chronic illness. Yet through every setback, she has continued moving forward with remarkable courage. Her story reminds us that even the brightest stars can be fighting battles we never see. And while Selena has millions of followers around the world, the one thing she probably wishes she could unfollow is lupus itself. If Selena's incredible story inspired you, don't forget to share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel because there are many more shocking celebrity stories you won't want to miss. Number 4. Jack Nicholson. For decades, Jack Nicholson was impossible to ignore. With his unforgettable grin, razor-sharp charisma, and iconic performances, he dominated Hollywood like few stars ever have. But then something strange happened. One of the most recognizable faces in the world simply disappeared from the spotlight. No major appearances, no red carpets, no blockbuster comebacks. Fans began asking the same question: where did Jack Nicholson go? According to reports, the legendary actor has been struggling with serious memory issues, with some sources suggesting he may be battling dementia or even Alzheimer's disease. While his family has remained largely private, concerns have continued to grow as Nicholson withdrew almost completely from public life. For a man who once commanded every room he entered, the possibility of losing memories is a heartbreaking twist no one saw coming. What's especially tragic is that memory-related illnesses don't just affect the future, they slowly steal pieces of the past. The very moments that built a person's life can begin to fade away. Yet despite the rumors and concern, Jack remains one of Hollywood's greatest legends. And if his famous character from The Shining could still peek through that door today, he'd probably ask the same thing as everyone else. Here's Johnny, but where's Jack? Number 5. Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was Hollywood's ultimate tough guy. From explosive action scenes to unforgettable one-liners, he always seemed impossible to stop. But in 2022, fans were shocked when his family revealed that he had been diagnosed with aphasia, a neurological disorder that affects speech language and communication. Suddenly, the man known for delivering iconic movie lines was struggling with something far more challenging than any role he had ever played. The heartbreak grew even deeper in 2023 when doctors confirmed that his condition had progressed to frontotemporal dementia, a serious brain disease that gradually affects communication, behavior, memory, and daily life. As the illness advanced, Bruce was forced to step away from acting, bringing an emotional end to one of Hollywood's most celebrated careers. For millions of fans, it felt like watching a real-life hero face an impossible enemy. What makes Bruce's story so powerful is his courage in the face of uncertainty. Surrounded by the support of his family, he continues to face each day with dignity and strength. It's a painful reminder that even the biggest action stars are human. And while Bruce spent years defeating villains on screen, this is one battle that no amount of movie magic could ever fix. Number 6. George Clooney. George Clooney spent years playing fearless heroes, master criminals, and smooth-talking charmers who always seemed one step ahead of danger. With his movie star looks and effortless confidence, he appeared almost impossible to break. But behind the scenes, Clooney once faced a health crisis so serious, it could have changed his life forever. At the height of his career, George was struck by a severe case of meningitis, a dangerous illness that causes inflammation around the brain and spinal cord. The condition can become life-threatening if not treated quickly, And for Clooney, it turned into a frightening battle that few fans ever knew about. One moment, he was one of Hollywood's busiest stars, and the next he was dealing with intense pain, uncertainty, and a condition that demanded immediate medical attention. Thankfully, Clooney recovered and returned to the spotlight, but the experience left a lasting impact. It was a stark reminder that fame, fortune, and good looks can't protect anyone from serious illness. Even Hollywood's most famous heartthrob found himself facing something he couldn't charm his way out of. And let's be honest, if a smile could cure meningitis, George Clooney would have been discharged from the hospital in about 5 minutes. Instead, he had to fight the battle the hard way and come out stronger on the other side. Number 7. Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks looked like the last person anyone would worry about. America's favorite actor always appeared energetic, successful, and full of life. But behind the cameras, he has been fighting a serious health condition, type 2 diabetes, a chronic disease that affects the body's ability to regulate blood sugar. Left uncontrolled, it can lead to heart disease, kidney damage, vision problems, and other life-threatening complications. Tom revealed that years of fluctuating weight for movie roles may have contributed to the condition. Since his diagnosis, he has had to completely change his lifestyle. That means carefully monitoring his blood sugar, maintaining a strict diet, exercising regularly, and staying disciplined every single day. Unlike a movie role, there is no day off from diabetes. Every meal, every routine, and every health check matters. What makes his story remarkable is that most fans never noticed the struggle. While starring in blockbuster films and collecting awards, Tom was quietly managing a disease that millions of people battle daily. Yet he refused to let it define him. He continued working, inspiring audiences, and proving that even Hollywood legends face real-world challenges. And if there's one person who could stare down a chronic illness with determination, optimism, and maybe a box of chocolates, it's Tom Hanks. Number 8. Celine Dion. Celine Dion's voice seemed almost supernatural. She could hit impossible notes, sell out arenas around the world, and leave audiences speechless with performances that felt effortless. But behind the spotlight, the legendary singer has been facing a devastating enemy, stiff person syndrome, SPS. A rare neurological disorder that causes severe muscle stiffness, painful spasms, and difficulty controlling movement. The diagnosis shocked fans worldwide. Suddenly, the woman whose voice powered some of the biggest songs in music history was struggling with something far more serious than stage fright. The condition affects her ability to sing, walk, and even perform basic daily activities. As the disease progressed, Celine was forced to cancel tours and step away from the stage she had ruled for decades. For an artist whose life revolved around performing, it was a heartbreaking sacrifice. Yet despite the pain and uncertainty, Celine continues to fight with incredible courage. She has shared her journey openly, inspiring millions with her honesty and determination. Her story is a reminder that even the most powerful voices can face unimaginable challenges. And while Celine once made the world believe her heart would go on, fans everywhere are hoping her strength, spirit, and extraordinary voice will continue to do the same. Number 9. Hugh Jackman. For years, Hugh Jackman looked practically indestructible. As Wolverine, he survived impossible battles, healed from every injury, and became one of the toughest superheroes in movie history. But in real life, there was one enemy even Wolverine couldn't simply slash away. That enemy was skin cancer. Since 2013, Jackman has undergone multiple procedures to remove cancerous cells from his skin after doctors diagnosed him with basal cell carcinoma, one of the most common forms of skin cancer. What started as a small mark on his nose turned into a recurring health battle that required constant monitoring and treatment. Unlike in the movies, there was no mutant healing factor to save the day. Just regular doctor visits, medical procedures, and the constant reminder that the disease could return. Despite facing cancer multiple times, Hugh has remained remarkably positive and outspoken about the importance of skin protection and early detection. He frequently encourages fans to wear sunscreen and get regular checkups, using his own experience as a warning. His story proves that even Hollywood's toughest action hero isn't invincible. And while Wolverine can recover from almost anything in a matter of seconds, Hugh Jackman still has to do things the old-fashioned way, one doctor's appointment at a time. Number 10. Catherine Zeta-Jones. From her dazzling red carpet appearances to her award-winning performances, Catherine Zeta-Jones always seemed to have the perfect Hollywood life. Beautiful, talented, and successful, she appeared to have everything under control. But behind the cameras, the actress has been fighting a battle that no one could see. In 2011, Catherine revealed that she was living with bipolar II disorder, a mental health condition that causes dramatic shifts between depressive episodes and periods of elevated mood. Unlike physical illnesses, this condition doesn't leave visible scars. Instead, it affects emotions, energy levels, and daily life in ways that can be overwhelming. At times, Catherine struggled with intense depression, making even simple tasks feel difficult. The challenge became even greater as she balanced family responsibilities, a demanding career, and public attention while managing her mental health. Rather than hiding from the diagnosis, Catherine chose to speak openly about it, helping reduce the stigma surrounding mental illness. Her honesty inspired countless people facing similar struggles to seek help and support. Her story reminds us that even the brightest stars can fight battles hidden from the world. And while Hollywood makeup can cover a lot of things, even the best makeup artist can't airbrush away a bad day caused by bipolar disorder. That's a challenge Catherine continues to face with remarkable courage and resilience. Out of all the health battles we've covered so far, which condition shocked you the most? Was it lupus, aphasia, Parkinson's, or the incredibly rare stiff person syndrome? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable celebrity stories. Number 11. Kim Kardashian. To millions of fans, Kim Kardashian seems to have the perfect life. Luxury vacations, designer fashion, and a flawless appearance that dominates social media. But behind the glamorous image, Kim has been battling psoriasis, an autoimmune disease that causes red, itchy, inflamed patches on the skin. Later, she also revealed she suffers from psoriatic arthritis, a painful condition that can affect the joints and make everyday movements difficult. For someone whose career is built around appearance, the diagnosis was especially challenging. Psoriasis flare-ups can appear without warning, while psoriatic arthritis can bring stiffness, swelling, and chronic pain. Suddenly, the woman known for looking camera-ready at all times was dealing with health issues that no makeup artist could completely hide. Instead of hiding her condition, Kim chose to speak openly about it and raise awareness for others facing similar struggles. Her story is a reminder that even the richest and most famous celebrities aren't immune to health problems. And while Kim may be able to edit almost any photo, she's learned that some things can't be fixed with a filter. Number 12. Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox was one of Hollywood's brightest stars, beloved by millions for his role as Marty McFly in Back to the Future. Young, successful, and full of energy, he seemed to have the perfect life. But at just 29 years old, he received devastating news. He had been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder that affects movement balance and muscle control. For years, Michael kept the diagnosis private while continuing to act and build his career. Behind the scenes, however, he was battling tremors and symptoms that became harder to hide with each passing year. The disease slowly changed his life, forcing him to confront challenges far greater than anything he faced on a movie set. Yet he refused to let Parkinson's define who he was. In 1998, Michael publicly revealed his condition and turned his personal struggle into a mission to help others. Through the Michael J. Fox Foundation, he became one of the world's most influential advocates for Parkinson's research. His story is proof that true strength isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about facing it head-on. And while Marty McFly could travel through time, even he couldn't outrun Parkinson's. What Michael did instead was far more inspiring. He faced it with courage, humor, and an unbreakable spirit. Number 13. Ian McKellen. Ian McKellen will always be remembered as Gandalf, the wise wizard, who stood against dark forces and helped save Middle-earth. On screen, he faced dragons, demons, and armies of enemies without fear. But in real life, the legendary actor found himself confronting a challenge far more personal: prostate cancer. McKellen revealed that he was diagnosed with the disease years ago and has been carefully managing it under medical supervision. Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers affecting older men and can become life-threatening if left untreated. Fortunately, doctors detected his condition early, allowing him to monitor and control the disease without it stopping his career. Even so, living with cancer means regular checkups, ongoing medical care, and the constant awareness that health can change at any moment. What makes Ian's story remarkable is his determination to keep doing what he loves. While many people might slow down after such a diagnosis, McKellen continued acting, performing on stage, and entertaining audiences around the world. His journey reminds us that even legends face real-life battles. And while Gandalf famously declared, "You shall not pass," it seems Ian McKellen has been delivering that exact message to cancer for years, and so far it's been listening. Number 14. Ozzy Osbourne. For decades, Ozzy Osbourne seemed completely unstoppable. The legendary rock star built his reputation on wild performances, outrageous moments, and enough crazy stories to fill several lifetimes. Many fans joked that nothing could take down the Prince of Darkness. But in recent years, Ozzy found himself facing an enemy far more powerful than any stage stunt: Parkinson's disease. Ozzy revealed his diagnosis in 2020 after quietly battling the progressive neurological disorder for years. Parkinson's affects movement, balance, and muscle control, making everyday tasks increasingly difficult. For a performer known for his explosive energy and larger-than-life stage presence, the disease has been especially devastating. Walking became harder, his mobility declined, and multiple surgeries added even more challenges to an already difficult journey. Despite the setbacks, Ozzy has refused to surrender. He continues to share his story openly, inspiring fans with his determination and sense of humor. His battle is a reminder that even rock legends are human. And while Ozzy spent years shocking the world with unbelievable antics, Parkinson's may be the one thing that finally surprised him back. Yet through it all, the Prince of Darkness continues proving that his fighting spirit is still very much alive. Number 15. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson built his career playing fearless heroes who could track down anyone, anywhere. Whether he was battling criminals or delivering unforgettable threats on screen, he always seemed impossible to defeat. But according to reports, the legendary actor has also faced a much more personal challenge behind the scenes: a private battle with cancer, a struggle he has largely kept away from the public eye. Unlike many celebrities who openly discuss their health issues, Neeson has remained extremely private. Very little information has been revealed, but the reports serve as a reminder that even Hollywood's toughest stars aren't immune to serious illness. Cancer brings uncertainty, medical treatments, and difficult days that no action movie training can prepare someone for. Despite the challenges life has thrown at him, Liam has continued working and captivating audiences around the world. His story proves that real strength isn't always found in dramatic movie scenes. Sometimes it's simply continuing to move forward when nobody sees the fight. And while movie villains might fear Liam Neeson's particular set of skills, real-life health battles don't care how famous you are. That's a challenge even Hollywood heroes must face one day at a time. Number 16. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant was known as Hollywood's charming gentleman, the king of romantic comedies, with that signature smile and effortless British wit. Whether he was stumbling through awkward love stories or stealing scenes with his dry humor, he always seemed carefree. But behind the laughs, Hugh faced a frightening health challenge that reminded him just how fragile life can be: skin cancer. The actor has spoken openly about dealing with the disease and the importance of catching it early. Skin cancer often starts quietly appearing as a small spot or unusual mark that many people might ignore. Fortunately, Hugh's condition was detected and treated before it became something far more serious. Even so, the experience served as a wake-up call, forcing him to confront the reality that serious illness can affect anyone regardless of fame, wealth, or success. Today, Grant uses his experience to encourage others to pay attention to their health and seek medical advice when something doesn't seem right. His story is proof that sometimes the biggest victories happen away from movie sets and red carpets. And while Hugh Grant spent years surviving complicated relationships in romantic comedies, it turns out the most important relationship he needed to take care of was the one with his own health. Sometimes even Hollywood's smoothest leading man needs a reminder to wear sunscreen. Number 17. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage has spent decades surprising audiences with unpredictable performances, larger-than-life characters, and a career unlike anyone else's in Hollywood. But behind the fame and eccentric reputation, reports have linked the Oscar-winning actor to bipolar disorder, a mental health condition that can cause dramatic mood swings between emotional highs and deep depressive lows. Unlike physical illnesses, this is a battle that often remains hidden, making it difficult for others to understand what someone is truly experiencing. Living with bipolar disorder can mean navigating extreme emotional shifts while trying to maintain a normal life, something made even harder under the spotlight of Hollywood. Yet Cage has continued to work, reinvent himself, and remain one of the industry's most fascinating stars. His story is a reminder that mental health struggles can affect anyone regardless of fame or success. And let's be honest, after some of Nicolas Cage's unforgettable movie moments, fans have spent years wondering what was acting and what was just Nicolas being Nicolas. Either way, his resilience may be his most impressive performance yet. Number 18. Charlie Sheen. For years, Charlie Sheen was one of Hollywood's most controversial stars, making headlines for his wild lifestyle almost as often as his acting career. But in 2015, the world was stunned when he revealed that he had been living with HIV, a virus that attacks the immune system and can become life-threatening without proper treatment. For years, Charlie kept the diagnosis secret, while dealing with fierce stress and constant media attention, making the burden even heavier behind the scenes. When he finally went public, the announcement changed the conversation around HIV and helped raise awareness about a condition often misunderstood by the public. Thanks to modern medical treatment, Charlie has been able to manage the virus and continue living his life. His story is proof that a diagnosis doesn't have to define a person's future. And let's face it, Charlie Sheen spent years acting like he could survive anything. Surprisingly, life threw him one of its toughest challenges, and somehow he found a way to keep moving forward. Number 19. Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller made audiences laugh with some of Hollywood's biggest comedy hits. Whether he was surviving awkward disasters in Meet the Parents or chasing chaos in Night at the Museum, he always seemed like the guy who could laugh his way through anything. But in 2014, Ben faced something that was no joke at all: prostate cancer. The diagnosis came as a complete surprise. At the time, Stiller wasn't experiencing any symptoms and felt perfectly healthy. Fortunately, a routine PSA blood test detected the cancer early, giving doctors a chance to treat it before it became life-threatening. Even so, hearing the word cancer instantly changed everything. Suddenly, movie premieres, awards, and box office numbers didn't seem nearly as important as his health and future with his family. After undergoing surgery, Ben made a full recovery and later spoke publicly about the importance of early detection. His story has encouraged countless men to pay closer attention to their health and get regular screenings. It's a powerful reminder that serious illnesses don't always announce themselves with warning signs. And while Ben Stiller spent years making people laugh through uncomfortable situations, discovering you have cancer is one awkward moment nobody wants to experience. Thankfully, thanks to early detection, he got the best ending possible.